up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. White wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. But this will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. There he goes! Tripped up for the tackle.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Auburn lines up quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team
fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Through the air for the score. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. White going to attack through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sauer. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Bears want to move quickly.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. After run, now throw. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, better look out. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room. It's Washington. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
and defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. White wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Oh, they're after him. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Williams. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Henderson. Crosses the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Auburn lines up quickly.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big team play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Running back searching for a hole. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it in. It's Kane. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 27 over Texas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. White wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Klopfenstein. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. The run from the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rides the back and leaves it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. White going to attack through the air. That's reeled in. It's Washington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little time with his feet. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Simmons. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on!
1st down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. grab near the marker. It's Kane putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
They go to the ground. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Goal! Clock strike zero, and they won it with a field goal here on opening day. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.